They have the ability to rewind a portion. I would say, I don't want to say just that word your, but they have the ability, and I'll get to they in a second, to rewind your intellect needlessly. Not, it's whether it's needlessly, that's has regard to something that if you're not culpable of, then it's a redeemable characteristic if you didn't know. It's like a good thing about you if you're ignorant. So I'll get to they in a second because I gotta get into how they do this. And it's hard to say anything not flattering about the one who you think is, maybe not enough, like too little too late. Like it's a good thing that he's there. As far as why I think that, it's already been understood why a lot of us think that, and yet still they juggling and fucking fumbling and dropping it. And I mean, that's got to be a little bit enticing you to get into the distraction as well, because when you talk about the one that is too little too late, you're supporting the one that is, evil, when that one can get support because he's quote unquote the lesser of two evils, allowing you to vote for evil. If we're the land of the free and brave and this is the best place and everything, why do people here vote for evil? Like, that's they can't exist in the same place. It's either totally degenerate and it's like like when a house of Usher or something. It's like that one of the definitions of necropolis is that it looks really good from the outside, but inside it's dead. There's the version that it's like a buried, crypt full of jewels and everything, and the king and his bones and everything. That's one version. But the other version of necropolis is the idiocracy, where it's like, really built up on the outside, and the inside it's falling apart. So it's I was watching the Occult View, and she talks about the sacrifices. If I just get on here and talk about who's getting sacrificed, that's kind of petty, because people don't maybe know where I'm coming from with how you could be sacrificed. And the thing is that both Praise the Folly channel and the Occult View both talk about the fact that the boomers are controlled and that they don't pass down knowledge and generational wealth. And they sacrificed us to fail. They sacrificed the Generation X. They groomed us to fail because they were controlled by, and I would jokingly say metal mouth, like the Moloch has a metal face in a lot of depictions and, renditions of different characters that take on the Molech personality of like what that is. And he'll have a metal face because it's like a furnace inside of his face. And people are, feeding their loved ones to it in Metropolis that is about the Molech. Or, and there's even cartoons where there's like they took an aspect and grafted it in there and it was like funny. So like what's his name? Underbite or something like that. He's only like, he's like, they're putting him together like the Molech because, He has what's it called? Body enhancements that are metal or something. I'm going off into that. So, okay, the sacrifices. All right. So, the sacrifices go down is like we are, and since the industrial era, we're being used to manufacture consent because there's already enough efficiency and productivity in our in our industry and everything like that. There we have to have that debt void. There can't be everybody taken care of, and so they had to rewind the intellect of a lot of people who are just getting along, right? And so I would say, Trump sacrificed. She's right. Trump sacrificed white people, and here's why, right? And I'm not saying that himself even is all the way aware or knows, but he didn't sacrifice Seth Rich. He didn't sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like, did Trump sacrifice? From WikiLeaks, I can't say names now. It's unfortunate. Fucking Julian Assange. Did Trump sacrifice Diamond and Silk? Does he sacrifice certain individuals? And then sometimes he thinks that one that he can sacrifice but they'll backfire because it's crazy, like Kanye West or something. Because then later you have to distance yourself and everything. I mean, how many friends does he have that are like that too? Like, I don't trust any of his friends. Yet, I don't like saying this because the way that Trump, in a Manchurian kind of way, sacrificed Biden is just sloppier and fucking more evil. And, you know what I mean? He's just like his administration, even if he's not all there, is like just more just like insidious and just calamity and just, Weasley. They just suck more. But that's part of the thing why you can see this polarization and galvanizing for the reductive reasoning happening. Because of that. And and everybody's sensitive to it. I'm just more sophisticated about how I delineate that it is manufactured. So, like, there's elements that are of Trump that are manufactured, but I mean, you don't want to say that when Biden is the ultimate of like manufacturing. They don't even know that you have your own personal sense of time. They don't even understand that. They think it's probably could just be reprogrammed. Like they're going to be confused. Like they just like, I don't think that that there are eternal. I think they're like a husk that's just gonna be like wither and fucking peel off. It's just that we just happen to be living in that time where you don't make things happen any faster, any sooner. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, you're making this shit easier. And walking around and not having any clue isn't any better and help you. Like, you can't say that people who are walking around with any clue are doing anything wrong because they're not. Like, you take your own inventory or you're going to be a menace. And it's just that simple. But then it doesn't actually help people who can't process. Like, ignorance is not bliss. All right. So that's pretty succinct I'm proud of myself. The video, I kept it in a tight stack bundle. I kept it a tight stack bundle with bass in my voice.